Welcome to episode 4 of the Vyral Marketing Show. You're going to learn the best performing topics for real estate professionals, as well as I'm going to show you how to build your email list online using a VIP subscriber funnel. All right, so welcome back and thank you for joining us. The mission of our show is to help business owners, professionals, entrepreneurs, and again, most importantly, you, our clients, help you attract more customers with educational video marketing, content marketing, podcasts. And at the end of the show, we got 3 great things I want to cover. I actually want to start off for the first of those 3 with Chris Waters, one of our clients in Austin, who is a top-selling real estate professional. We have lots of great real estate professionals here at Vyral, is actually beginning to franchise his brokerage all across the country. And there's lots of regulations when it comes to franchising, so we try to figure out how do you get people involved in what his franchise model is. And he actually came on down here to San Diego, and we spent last weekend recording over 11 hours of audio of content.
Wow, that's a lot of
11
content.
hours,
Yeah.
very much so. So Chris did a great job of coming up with an outline, what he wanted to talk about, and then we used some audio recorders. I'll just show this to you. This is the Zoom audio recorder. I was listening to it with the headphones, and then I had a microphone. He had a microphone, I just interviewed him. And so the audio sounded good. Then it went to a ghostwriter to help write the book. And if you ever needed to create content, you can have someone interview you and you just use your iPhone or the smartphone. These things are actually pretty darn good to be able to create really good audio.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you plug in a jack where there's a little mic too, it sounds really good that way.
So yeah, so I just want to kind of share that with you. It's one of the options is if you ever have to write a book, an ebook, long form content, have someone sit down, just interview you. And then you can get it transcribed on rev.com, rev.com for $1 a minute. And then it can go to a ghostwriter, usually about $30-40 an hour for a good ghostwriter, put together the whole book. And that's really how most books are written. So with that, let's go to our very first question.
And one of my questions to you would be, we're doing 2 different videos a month. One is on a market snapshot, one is on a topic. Are you finding there are specific topics that are better than others to provide the best results? Of course, we want to have our open rate to be as high as possible. So just checking with you to see if you could let us know if we're on the right track and if there's specific topics that would give us the best results. Okay, thanks, Frank. Look forward to hearing from you.
All right, Kathy, thanks for your question. So the question, Scott, is what real estate topics perform the best?
Well, Frank, we know that the number one topic that always performs the best is a market update. Yes. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that, but it's simply people want to know the state of the market in their local community, in their area. What's happening, are the values of homes going up? Are there a lot of buyers in the market, sellers in the market, and what they need to be doing necessarily to put their home in a position where they can get the most value and know what's going on in their neighborhoods.
Yeah, here at Vyral Marketing, for the past 6-7 years, again, the majority of our clients are in the real estate profession. And I think we published, I know we published thousands and thousands of videos. Yeah. And which ones get the highest, open rates and view rates. And by far, number one, consistently, besides giving away something or whatever, which will get your biggest response, but probably not your best audience, are market updates. Or more specifically, what's happening with the value of homes. So if you can answer the question, what's happening with the local value of homes, and you can do that every single month. So here on the Vyral Marketing Plan, we recommend 2 videos a month. And I'm of the opinion 12 of those videos for the entire year for real estate professionals can just be a monthly market update with some type of headline or some type of suggestion of where our home price is headed, our home price is going up, are they going down, usually maybe tying into the news in some way. I know we just had the election. How does the election affect home prices? How does it affect home prices?
Something timely and relevant that is going on nationally.
So I would say that's number one. And I want to briefly play a quick example video for you from one of our great clients, Greg Sisson in Myrtle Beach, an example we use on our website of kind of how a market update video would look when you shoot it with the webcam we recommend for you here at Vyral Marketing, which is the Logitech C920.
Hello, it's Greg Sisson here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with the Hoffman Group. Thanks for joining me for my video blog. Today I'm going to share with you the first quarter report card for the Grand Strand. Stay tuned.
So the number 2 topic that we find works really well in real estate are community tour videos. By the way, we don't need this anymore. There we go. All right, so the number 2 topic are community videos. And by community videos is a buyer can get all the information they need online now through, I don't know, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. I mean, these companies have millions and millions of dollars to put all the information you could ever want to know about an area up online. The one thing they don't give you is a feel of the area.
Right.
And we have a great client, John Carbuty, up in the Connecticut area. The question was for him is, how can I get more interaction with my buyer list? And I said, well, go out to all the little different townships or areas of Connecticut and make a video of each area. So he hired a professional, and he just went out and just shared 4 or 5 minutes of content about the area, what he liked about it. Didn't take him much time, and then he told the video professional to go out and just shoot a bunch of B-roll or shots of the area.
And that's what I was going to say. The nice thing is that a lot of it's him just talking over the B-roll and showing, where the downtown areas and the local community and where the school is and maybe some of the nice restaurants, and really giving you a feel as a buyer what this little town area looks like so that you can see yourself maybe living there.
Yep. And two, or second to that, is if you have a list of buyers that are interested in a certain area, you can send them a video of that certain area, which is going to help engage more conversations. And if you don't want to hire a video professional, you don't have to. You can just record it right on your webcam and then go out and take photos of the area, and we can cut the photos of the area as you talk about it to make a good community tour video. So let's just take an example of what that looks like. Again, this was professionally done, but you could achieve the same thing on a webcam, cutting the photos. Let's take a look.
Hi, John Carbuty here, and welcome back to our town video tour of Durham and Middlefield, Connecticut. We actually decided to do Middlefield and Durham together because both towns are classic quintessential New England towns, and both of them have very similar characteristics, and they're adjacent to each other. So,
all right, Scott, what's the number 3 performing video we find in real estate?
Q&A videos, Frank. Q&A questions, answering those, and obviously we have tons of examples of that.
Yep. So that's pretty much the standard go-to for all of our clients, no matter what profession you're in, is question and answer, because that way if someone's asking you a question, there's demand for the content and you're supplying it, as opposed to thinking about this is some great topic and then no one really cares.
Yeah, you're fulfilling the need of your audience, right? Mm-hmm.
So I want to share with you, Kathy, a really good video series that I put out. I didn't put it out. Vyral put out about 6 years ago, back in like 2010. A client of ours, Bill Black, is a real estate professional in Omaha, Nebraska, actually where I'm from before I moved to San Diego. And this is back when we had the flip camera, the little flip cam that came out.
Yeah. I can't believe how good these look still on the flip cam.
It was just with a flip camera, and we edited this, I think, in like free, cheap editing software. And they have like over 10,000, 20,000 views online. And it's a series on how to build a house. So he just went out, and their home was being constructed, and every 2 weeks he just went out and made a video update of what was going on with the house. And he's gotten tons of views in these houses. And I think what's key here is video works best when you demonstrate. So certainly a Q&A video that you just share some type of educational content on the webcam is fantastic. But if you could somehow demonstrate that and show it.
Show an example of what you're talking about.
And again, you don't actually have to go out to the job site, in this case building a home, to go shoot it. You could just sit in front of your webcam and cut to pictures, which makes things more efficient. All right, we can do that in editing. But I think a series of like how to build a home, that's usually answering the questions of how a home was built. He cut it up into a series. So that works really well. So kind of in summary, for the top 3 performing real estate videos that we found over the years of working at Vyral Marketing are market updates, like what's the direction of home prices are going, community tours or community videos.
Yep,
again, always can be shot with just you on the webcam cutting to photos. They can take on your camera and send it in. And then finally, Q&A videos. Ideally, Q&A videos that demonstrate something or show something.
And fulfill the need of your audience.
Yep, usually avoiding a problem or showing them how to do something like that. So those are the top 3. I would start there, and you're guaranteed to get good results. All right, so this part of the show, I want to show you how to create an online...
Yeah, start again. Sorry, I was like, darn it.
So this part of the show, I like to show you how to build your email list online, specifically by creating a VIP list subscriber funnel. So here at Vyral Marketing, we're all about, first communicating with your number 1 business asset when you start getting yourself on video, which is your
database.
Very good. It's your past clients, your hot leads. I mean, anyone that
is engaging with
knows
you.
who you are.
Yeah.
You know, the people in your Gmail, the people in your Outlook, the people in your contact management system. You round those people up. You send them I want to reconnect with you. I apologize for not staying in touch.
Right.
You know, I want to send you helpful videos going forward type of messaging. And you communicate with that list. And then, you know, one of the things I want to improve upon, I'm working on the database reset or our official video marketing plan 2.0, which you can get a copy of that on our website. It's the core video marketing plan we recommend here at Vyral to help you get more business from your database. So on the homepage of our website. I don't like using the word database. It's very impersonal. We need to stop saying that.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
You got to get it out of our marketing a little bit.
I want to call it the VIP list. You want to build a VIP list, a list of people that want to get your VIP updates. That sounds better.
And tell the people what the benefit of that is, because I think a lot of people we're so short-sighted sometimes on like the now business that we forget about what's down there 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, right?
Yep. So to create a VIP list, let's explain the benefit of this first. There's actually 5 things I want to go through with you. First is we have to understand the difference between a subscriber, a lead, and what I'll call a marketing qualified lead.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. You know, I'll even go so far as a sales qualified lead. Follow me on this. So a subscriber is someone that really does not know much about who you are. They don't really trust you. They may not even like you. They may not even know what you're all about, but they just put their email address in to subscribe for the show or subscribe for your video updates or just want to hear from you because maybe what you have to say is interesting and you solve some problem.
Right.
All right.
Whatever education you're putting out there.
Yeah. So here on this video, we have our VIP list you can join. If you watch one of these videos for the first time, like what you have to say, you want to get updates, you put your email address and you get the show. That's how people get to know, like, and trust you. Then the next offer is usually some type of, in the case of lots of real estate professionals, you have, find out what your home is worth, search for homes on a website. In our case, it's download our database reset, our official video marketing plan. That's where you ask a little bit more information than just an email address. Okay. From there, usually it's contact me for a free consultation for those of you in professional services. All right. That would be a marketing qualified lead because marketing has really generated someone who wants to talk to you.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
And then after you follow up on the person that requested the free consultation, if they're really a good fit for your sales team to accept after your qualifiers call that person or follow up, that becomes a sales qualified lead because sales wants to work with that person.
Right.
And then you have a customer. And that's called the customer life cycle. All right. So what we're talking about here, the VIP list, is the very beginning. How do you get people to know who you are and want to do business with you when they really don't know who you are? And it starts with your VIP list. All right. So that's the difference between a subscriber and a lead. A lead isn't someone that puts more information in. A subscriber is just an email address that wants to hear from you. Yeah. To start the beginning of the customer life cycle. So the next thing you got to do is create a content plan.
Yeah, because you don't want them to sit in there. That's what a lot of people do. You get
all these email addresses, and what do you send them? And it has to be something of value, right? And for anyone watching the show, they understand that.
Yeah.
And we recommend here at Vyral Marketing your 2 educational videos a month. That's where I'd start. All right. So what we recommend is you just go out and talk to people and say, hey, would you like to join my VIP list? I want to send you these great things, these great useful answers to questions. What's your best email address? You ask on the phone to bring them into your database. You ask for their email. But you could also do it online, which will lever things a lot faster for you, all right, even though over the phone is best. So let me just go show you a couple examples of what we do here at Vyral so you can model it for yourself. So the first thing that you need is a subscriber page. So I'm going to go over here on our website and just kind of show you how we do it, at least for now. So up here on the top of the website, you're going to see on the upper right, I have our VIP list. You could also scroll down below the show when someone comes back to the show. You look good there, Scott.
No, you look good. I like that yellow.
Thanks. You can join our VIP list here. And then scrolling all the way down at the very bottom, that jumped a little fast, we have our VIP list here at the very bottom. So it's very clear that we want you to join the VIP list. It's pretty much all over the place because that's the first place that's the least amount of information someone's going to ask for is just an email address to subscribe. On top of that, on your blog, so not only should you have those opt-ins and those call to actions on your website, on your blog it should also be there. And I recommend it like right on the upper right-hand corner, get our weekly newsletter. That's what we do. But it would just be join our VIP list to get my updates, join VIP list. Right. Now when you click any of these links, this by the way is also the call to action in your YouTube videos. If you use a little YouTube card, it's also the call to action you pretty much use everywhere with a cold audience. If you're speaking in front of a large audience doing a webinar, you say join my VIP list. That's how you grab the audience from their list into yours, okay? So join our VIP list. Let's go and take a look at the landing page looks like. It's very simple. Mm-hmm. Just join our VIP list. In this case, here's what you're gonna get. And then I even ask for a little bit more information, such as a first name, last name.
But it's optional, though.
It's optional.
Yeah.
You know, I like to know what industry the person is, as well as what business stage they're in, so I could personalize the content. But it's optional.
And I think the setup you have is really good, Frank, because by making it optional, it's not as
You just want to make
concerning, and
the only
people will
thing you
put it in,
need is the
usually.
email address,
Yeah.
and if you have a couple other fields, it's completely optional. All right. So you got to have the VIP subscription page, which, by the way, we create this for you here at Vyral Marketing on your blog. All right. Click subscribe. There's a welcome email that goes out, so you get a welcome email.
Yep.
All right. With next steps, and then also a little thank you page that says, "Hey, take a look here. Thank you for subscribing. Here's some next steps. Here's the next step to get involved with us when you're ready." And now you have a list of people. Now, what's so great with us is we have a good handful of people every week opting in to be able to get subscriptions to the show. And this is a great way to create a VIP subscriber list to not only have to do it over the phone when you talk to people, which is the best way,
Right.
but also if you could set this up online with call to actions back to a page where you ask for an email, people opt into your list with the confirmation. Now they're going to start getting, in the case of our Vyral Marketing clients, your 2 educational videos a month. It's a way to build your database where it's not so labor intensive.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're getting that content from you every 2 weeks, so you're staying top of mind with your VIP list. And when they are ready to, find out more information or speak to you over the phone, they're more likely to come to you, and you're going to be attracting that business, which is what we talk about all the time.
Ideally, for any sales professional or any professional, you want to be able to have a conversation with someone when they know who you are first, in the perfect world. And this is what helps do that. So again, let's go through that. We have to understand that we're building a subscriber list, not a lead list.
Right.
Subscriber list. You want to create a content plan of your 2 videos a month. You want to create a sign-up page on your website or your call to actions on your website with some type of sign-up page. Call to action also on your blog too. We do this here for you at Vyral. Some type of thank you page that says, here's what's next, along with the thank you email that goes out. And then just drive as many people to it as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's it for episode 4. I want to thank you so much for joining. If you are interested in subscribing, obviously you can join our VIP list.
Yeah, we just talked
So
about
if
it.
you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a little card in the upper right-hand corner. This is the new call to action for YouTube instead of all those nasty annotations that pop up on your screen. If you click the card, click Join VIP List, you'll go back to our landing page, our opt-in page. You can put your email address in and you'll get updates of the show. And that's something you can model for yourself as well in your business, and that's something that we do for you here at Vyral Marketing if you engage our firm. As well as we are on iTunes now. You can subscribe on iTunes, and you can also check us out on Twitter and Facebook. We post all the shows there as well. So if you have any questions, let us know. Kathy, you are going to be getting a $25 gift card. Thank you so much for submitting your question. If you too have a question you'd like to answer for us on the show, just write it on social media, mention us, #Vyral Marketing or @Vyral Marketing, whatever social media platform you're using, we have to be able to get notified of it. If we pick your question, $25 your way. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.